Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Chargers on Sunday night primetime.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you the same?
They started on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll drop to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Those other teams are so competitively matched. You just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. That's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Running on first down, Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
Sly able to put this one through,
and that will make it 6-0.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Chargers are stopped.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's Herbert.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Herbert now. And this one is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Commanders' offense set to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They're going to look to throw.
Throws the out loud and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This is swung out to Eckler.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. Look at 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it, dancing away at the 35. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
He's brought down to the 37-yard line. Makes it 8-5.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Washington on 3rd down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's Heineke. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 3rd and short yardage, Heineke.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down.
And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught by Watkins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They go play action. Now Heineke.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the gun, Heineke.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Gibson again, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders have retaken the lead. So they brought the extra back in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the end zone, it's Freddie Swain. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now this offense comes back out on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Now it's Trubisky.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Heineke. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Heineke
escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Now Heineke.
Check down to Breida. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash, this from 33.
Sly able to put this one through.
And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson.
He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw is Heineke.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Heineke on 3rd and 2.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Chargers getting set to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On play action, Heineke. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down, Heineke. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. On 2nd down, here's Heineke again.
His throw incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing, Heineke.
Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Now Heineke. They'll roll him out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second down and goal. Heineke.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
De'Ami Brown from 4 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Swain going to look to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Now Trubisky on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Commanders 30.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky.
That one is Swain, complete.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 31, Trubisky.
And that's complete to Swain.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Trubisky finds the open target, Arnold.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Trubisky to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Heineke now. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Heineke to throw it. And he'll go underneath here to Breida.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Heineke.
Flush to his right. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Heineke. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play action now. Here's Heineke.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Quez Watkins.
26 yards.
And the Commanders just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Swain going to look to bring this one out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Now we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky rolling to his right.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Washington offense back out there. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 44, Heineke. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now it's a bootleg with Heineke. A quick throw, but incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Heineke. And this is caught by Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's...
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, well,